deposit, and you can secure up to $40,000 unsecured. Plus, you can win $1,000 every day until Christmas. Get an easy finance loan for home improvements, travel, shopping, and more. Why wait? Make your dreams a reality with Easy Finance from Bank of St Lucia. Apply today and get the financial freedom you deserve. Plus, win $1,000 daily. Terms and conditions apply. Visit our website at bankofstlucia.com/tistheseason or contact us via WhatsApp at 729-2675 or 720-2675 for more information. 'Tis the season of winning. Bank of St Lucia, all the bank you need.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Youth Unplugged, brought to you by the Bank of St Lucia. That's all the bank you need. You heard it a while ago. 'Tis the season of winning with Bank of St Lucia. Guys, you ready for Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
You can't wait?
Christmas rum.
Christmas? Yeah. I like to hear that. Somebody's happy and somebody's ready for Christmas. Guys, this afternoon we're joined with the Impulse Band, formerly known as the Vision Band. And I think everybody in St Lucia knew the Vision Band.
Yeah.
Quite popular band, would play at a lot of staff parties, a lot of large public events. I met them a few times last year at some places I was playing, so that's good.
Yeah, man.
And I like to hear that. So guys, we're gonna start with a formal introduction of the band members here today. I don't think everybody is here. We're missing one person. Yeah.
After missing the bassman and the manager.
Okay.
That's fine.
So you will cover.
Yeah, we cover.
All right. So let's start with my guy on the left-hand side, my guy on the drums.
Yeah. First of all, good afternoon to everybody. My name is Donald Segis, and I am the drummer, 21 years old, and I've been with the band from the beginning, actually.
Yeah. I always recognize you've been a Stonewall. I think everybody has been there for. No, really?
Nah.
I've never seen. No, it's your line, no. Honestly, it's your line. So, moving on.
Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's the guy. It's the guy, Levi Maffra. Also known as Big Sexy. So, you got Big Sexy on the radio. Yeah. I don't think I have to tell anybody my age, but, I'm the keyboardist in the band. I'm also the band leader. And, we're here. We're out here. Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, the guy on the mic.
Yeah. Good afternoon, St Lucia. My name is Devon Pierre, and I am your lead singer for the band.
Okay, guys, so the obvious question is, what's happening? Why the switch in the name? I think that's the first question I want to ask. Because I felt like Vision was such a nice name. I had T Blacks on here last year, and he told me that, Vision, we look into the future. And so, Vision, now Impulse. Talk to me.
Asking the difficult questions
Yeah,
first.
I have to ask the most difficult question first.
Yeah,
We have
that's
to
fine.
ease you in.
I believe I should answer that question. It's first and foremost, what people should understand that we are a bunch of young guys, but at the end of the day, even though it's music we're doing, we look like we're having fun. It is still a business. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And as much as we are young, everybody have their own ventures they want to take. You understand? Who wants to move on to bigger and better things and better themselves? And you can never back and prevent a guy from pushing himself or themselves forward.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody certainly wanted to go their own way, and because they have members of the band that was there before and they have left and done their own thing. So such as what has happened recently, that certain members have gone and been doing their own thing, and that's fine. So we decided, we kind of added 1-2 new members, and we kind of switched around certain things, whereas we had our original bassman, who is now our manager.
Okay.
You understand? We decided, we'll rebrand. We'll try something else, because I personally believe it's always good to start from scratch. You understand? It gives you a better understanding of what you're doing, where you are. You understand? And yeah, the name was we took a little time to come with a name, but
And that's always my next question. What does impulse mean? What can I explain it?
Well, boy, it's about something pulsating, but that, it's coming with some pulsating energy.
Yeah, you can't use
Yeah.
the word to try to...
Yeah, we can make some pulsating energy,
Some
man.
pulsating rhythms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so any challenging starting up? I mean, of course, as you said, it's always good to start afresh. But I mean, when you're starting something new, obviously you'd have some challenges. I mean, you told me the name was one of them.
Yeah, the name would be the first challenge.
Boy, eyeliner, the amount of names we come
Names
up
of what
with.
names. Coming up with a name.
Coming
You
up
want to
with
give me
one
two
name.
examples?
That took so long.
Boy, they have two. If you say two examples, if we give you two,
Just give me two.
boy, the first one was not really first, but we had Pulse.
Yeah.
That was one
That's
of
how
the first
first we
one.
give you.
Pulse.
And the fella just say, add him.
Yeah. Me that just say, what about Impulse? And he said,
I
and that
think
just
there was a band called Pulse before.
yeah.
So that's why we didn't really want to go with anything. That's another thing that was challenging because
Yeah.
a lot of names that we threw out, some other band at some point had that name,
Yeah,
and we didn't
such
want to
as-
go with
For
anything
example,
that anybody had.
Phase, we had
Fizz,
Phase.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
Fizz.
wanted to go with Fizz,
Fizz
but
as well, yeah, Fizz was something.
Fizz has been there before, so we just say, nah, we'll go with something else. And we just come up with that name Impulse, because to me, like, when you think of Impulse, you think of like a heartbeat, right?
Of course.
So music, that's what that, you check it, so it go in hand. So yeah, that is where we come up with that name there.
Okay. Well, I'll take that 100%. So, I know that formerly Visio would have been up and coming band in St Lucia. I mean, as I said earlier, I would have seen you last year at a lot of big events, I should say. But what has been the biggest stage that you guys have probably had over the past few years? I mean, 4 years of existence. What has been the biggest stage that you have played on?
I could say maybe two, but I mean, some of the guys might say we did Onyx. We did Onyx last year, was it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think that was maybe a big one. Was it? And then we did Side Stage during jazz. Now people may think like, boy, side stage ain't nothing. Nah, Side Stage, it'd be something for a set of young musicians that come there into the vibe with a lot of the big heads there. You understand? Because as much as there is the main stage there, Side Stage, you have to keep that energy and that entertainment. You have to entertain the people.
For me, Side Stage is one of my favorites. I don't know about you, but everybody like to be on the main stage.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Side Stage really does keep the crowd engaged, because in between your big sets, you have all your local performers sometimes on the side stage. And I remember at Jazz this year, the side stage was lit. I can't lie to say the side stage was lit. You know, so
they had different bands, and everybody did their part, so it was a good vibe. But I would say Side Stage because I think that it was a really nice experience, honestly, on the side stage, But everybody else would think otherwise. But if I wouldn't say just one. I would say is Onyx and Side Stage when it comes to the biggest thing the band has done so far. Yeah, man. We gotta go just give it to one. You got to big up everybody in that.
okay.
You know?
Well, I'll take that. Well, the good thing about it is I actually know a few of you guys within the band, and I knew you before the music. So I would like to ask, what got you guys involved in music?
Well, for me, first of all, I grew up in a huge family of musicians. Most of my cousins started with my uncles. Play music. I mean, we have bands that incorporate a lot of family members. So, like, it was kind of a path that it was there for me to take. Thinking of it, I learned to play around my family in church. And from there, I knew it was something that I always wanted to do, something that I enjoy doing. So yeah, that's where my path in music came from.
Okay. I'm moving on to you because Big
Uh,
Sex,
uh,
what's it? Big
Big
Sex,
Sex.
Big Sexy.
Make
All
it
right,
say that loud and clear,
Yeah,
man.
Big
Big
Sexy.
Sexy. It's Big Sexy on your radio, huh?
All right, Big Sexy. Let me ask you something, because I realized that apart from the keyboard, you actually sampled for the band.
Yeah, man. I dilly and dally, man.
You
I-
did that.
Yeah.
Now,
Because
sampling is not an easy task.
my brother, it is not an easy task. I can tell you that for sure. Sometimes if fellas just tell me, boy, sample that, and I more want to be in my bed sleeping, because it's first of all you have to have timing, which helps that I used to play a little drums back in the day when I used to go to church,
That's church. That's the second mention in church today.
Yeah,
so-
all man there. Everybody.
all of
One
us
thing for
say
sure,
everybody.
everybody in the band comes from church.
Yep.
Every single person in the band comes from church. You understand? So yeah, sampling is not an easy job, my brother. You understand? And when I got into it, it was actually really difficult because I had no timing when it comes to that because I didn't understand certain things.
It's rough, man.
And, you know, thanks to certain people that were showing me different vibe, you understand, I began to pick it up. And what actually really got me extremely serious about it and realized that, you know what, that's something, basically it's its own instrument on its own, is that I did I think it was Soca Ultimate 10th. I can't remember if it was last year. That was last year. Yeah, I did that last year alongside the Extreme Band and whatnot. You know, the fellas say, you know what, they give me an opportunity. I myself was more afraid. I say, boy, me that will come there and play for them artists, boy, because you know, man, already, boy. You know, fellas buy the music, and I understand.
And we've had a lot of that in St Lucia. I mean, sometimes when you go to Groovy Soca semi-finals, you were, oh, but Diamond wasn't sampling.
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
you get that.
You get that a lot.
You get that, my brother. And I am not, I'm not someone shy of pressure, because I mean, I used to work on the cruise ship, and my first contract was hell because of the amount of pressure I got. But it molded me into the musician I am today. You understand? But the sampling, honestly, boy, you could imagine. I come there in rehearsals, I thinking, boy, I have that there on point. And be watching me like, boy, what am I doing there?
You have to be able to take the pressure.
Exactly.
If you can't take it, now you'll run. Because I could tell you playing music is not easy either.
It's not easy.
I mean, I gave you all that joke off air, but last year we happened to do a staff party for a large commercial company, and Visio Band was placed before me. You understand? And after the band was done, I had to scratch my head. I said, but wait, boy.
I will lie up. Big up, as you say that, boy, big up you, because I line where you do couple things, couple mixes you do. I actually teach that and I use that in my set. So don't dig nothing.
No, I'm telling you, it's funny because sometimes you come after a band and you're like, hey, but what do I play? You start to scratch your head. You know, you have to reset the entire thing. And sometimes the pace that you get from a band and going into to playing as a DJ, you know, it's a lot different. You know, sometimes people come just for the live music. Sometimes they come just to the DJ. You hear people say sometimes that I don't like live music. You know, I've heard that a number of times.
Which is weird.
Yeah, I find that as well because...
How can you like music when you don't like live music?
Exactly.
So that means you don't go to no show.
Yeah,
so you're telling me, okay, Sting came down. You're telling me you would not go to a show when you see such an artist like that come down?
I mean,
come
different
on.
people, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't know. Some people just have different preferences. But all of that to say that you have to be able to take that pressure as a musician. And I feel that you guys, despite being young in the game, as some would say, have been able to do that.
Yeah. Because to be honest, because the fact that we're young, a lot of people would take advantage of us and feel as if like we don't know what we're about. But we are around the right set of people. We be around people like Nikki, like Suin. That's people that in that donkey years. So it's not to say like we don't know what we're about. So people normally they take us for granted where if they book us, they would just feel as though we cannot do it, right? So I just believe that we have a standard to uphold as the Impulse Band. We have a standard to uphold, and honestly, nobody not going to come and, you know, downplay us or bad talk us or stuff like that, because we know what we're about. We are very professional. We know exactly what we're about. We know if somebody calls us, we know what kind of music to play. You will never hear about us being unprofessional or something like that. So yeah, that's just what I believe.
Well, I can attest to that because at one point in time, I think you all would play at a very very well-known bar in Groseley every single Sunday.
Right.
And I would be one of the spectators there. Most Sundays in a month, I would come out just to hear, the live music, etc. Because I have a love for music.
Right.
And I appreciate it. So I like to hear young people play. And I would go as far as to say that probably you guys are the most booked young band, at least for our generation.
Yeah,
for instance,
basically.
in every brunch, party,
Yeah.
the Visio Band would have been there. Now
Yeah.
the Impulse Band would
Right.
be making some sort of stride in that sector as well.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that despite the rebrand. I could still expect a lot from you. As you said, we're building from the ground up. Okay. Now this is where the questions start to get a little harder. They're funny.
We can answer,
You can answer anything?
any question.
Okay,
don't
but
worry.
since you're in the mic, I'll ask you that. Who would be the artist that you'd most likely want to open for? Or probably what artist would you want to open for? You could go local, you could go international, you could go regional. Just let me.
That's actually a broad question, you know. When you say open, it depends on the event, yeah. It depends on
I'm just throwing the question at you.
like any artist.
Any artist in the world, who do you want to open for?
Well, that's not even my question because I sing it. So if you have to ask who open is for the guys that playing. But I would love to see, like, you're talking worldwide, right?
Worldwide,
Or,
worldwide.
boy. Honestly, I think it would be Marshall, you know.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll
It
take that.
it would be Marshall because the vibe and the energy and the professionalism you're looking for. Yeah, that would be, to me, is either Marshall or Voice. Yeah.
So you're sticking with the soca.
Yeah.
So can I go as far as saying that probably soca is your favorite genre of music?
No.
No, not at all.
Nope.
That's a
You see, the thing is, a
No,
lot of
that's
people,
that's why I'm leading. I'm reaching. I'm trying to.
a lot of people would believe because we're playing bouillon and we're giving all that energy, that's our favorite. No.
No, I would say that because I
No.
feel like that's the segment that I probably enjoy the most from.
That's how stable.
That's
That's one thing
that
people that say.
work wise.
Because at one
Yeah.
point, you guys were probably the only set of people playing it as much or playing
still-
such a large variety of it.
To be honest, I still consider ourselves the only band who can bite me. That's my business. The only band that really playing bouillon like that there. You understand? Because we play a lot of it because we like the bouillon, man. The bouillon have vibe. And it's not just about playing music. Because let's be honest, the bouillon have a lot of nonsense speaking in it.
Of course.
There's a lot of nonsense there.
I would-
But
listen,
when I nonsense, there's a lot of let's repeat. There's a lot of interesting things said in the bouillon. You understand?
Let me say, things probably not appropriate for all age groups.
Yeah, for all age groups, but it's good for a laugh. Let's call it.
It's funny.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's provocative.
It's provocative, but it's funny. And you know, when you're playing for aged people, you understand, people who could listen. I mean, over 18. You understand, who listens to that music. When we play that, I mean, it's like it's a little bit of a joke, but it's entertaining because people like, boy, this guy's
Exactly.
playing that, and that's the enjoyment of it, man.
I like to feel it gripping, pulling.
That's exactly how I feel when they're doing my hair. But wow. But that's just what it is.
Well, I'll take that. All right, I'll take that 100%. Now I could pass the baton. I could ask.
Boy, that question, I think about that so much. And for me, there's so many places my mind would go when you ask that question because it's such a broad thing. I have so many different artists that I love. I have an appreciation for a lot of different genres of music.
Yeah.
So, for me, I cannot go without putting Chronic's name out there because I'm a huge Chronic. I mean,
Chronics. Boy.
I'm a huge Chronix fan, so to open for Chronix would be a dream for me. But if I have to go even further, I would say somebody like Sting.
Okay, I see. That's the second mention of Sting today. So
I mean, we kind of almost.
Almost. Because we were on the side stage
side stage before Sting
but
came on.
to
But
actually open for somebody like that, that would be amazing.
okay, well I'll take that, guys. We spoke about this earlier, but I'll still ask. I mean, whenever you see a band, you often associate singles or original singles with that band.
Yep.
2024 is on the way. What's coming? That's what I want to know. What's really coming? What's next? And let me just say that you rebranded it, so I expect a bang. You understand? I'm expecting a bang. So next year, I want to see Impulse release a single probably in February, March.
That single is coming.
It coming?
Trust
Yeah,
me.
it's
we
on the
already
way.
have a song in the pipeline. We have a rhythm. We have lyrics to it. So it's just us to sit down and really organize it.
Yep.
Try to put something together, make some changes to whatever we want to change, and hopefully next year we can put out at least maybe 1-2 singles, depending on how things go.
Yeah, I believe the way we going, playing other people's songs are nice, but there is nothing sweeter than hearing your song on the radio or hearing you are the one who made that song, and it makes something. Nothing sweeter than that. But yeah, I believe that by next year, as Dunar said, we have something in the pipeline. So hopefully next year, God willing, we're gonna put that out, and hopefully pray for the best. And yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that single. All right. This question again is quite interesting. What is the creative process like for Impulse Band? And I could break that question down a little bit. When I say creative process, you set to perform for a show, for example. How do you come up with a set?
So I remembered when we did Onyx, it was HP that said backstage, when everything was done, and he said, like, boy, when we started our set, he said, like, boy, them fellas cooking something. And then when he realized how the set was going, he said, you know what, them fellas know what they're about. Because we understood what was the event, we understood what we had to bring. To be honest, we could have even go much harder into it, because who they brought down again? Skilly Bang. Yeah. You understand? We could have go harder into the dancehall, but with the fact that we had artists backing up, and most of our artists say soca and then resegment and whatever. You understand? We had to more glide into that. But if it was not for that, I do tell you. But that's what it is. It's understanding what we going and play at, who we going and play for. You understand? That helps with it, because there's a lot of music out there. If we have to learn new songs just because we go in and do that. I give an example. Somebody called me today about a wedding, and I told them, hey, what genre of music do you enjoy listening to? I have to ask these things, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I come there and give you a good product, you understand, that you can enjoy. You could say, wow, these guys were good. Oh, do you have a favorite song? And I'll be like, we come and play that. We did that at a wedding, I think it was last year, and the people were extremely happy. Yep. We came there, we never heard the song in our lives, and I know a lot of music, and I have never heard the song in my life. But yet we came there and we performed it at the best of our ability, and the people were extremely happy. You understand? So that's what it is. It's a lot of sitting down and analyzing, and people don't understand that. Yep. You have to sit down and analyze. What are we going to do? How are we going to attack that? Yep. You understand? And we need to make sure that from time we start, we know that we attack hard. Yep. Now, if we know we start and it feels like as if they're not feeling that much, we have to know how to be able to change in that instant.
Of course, there's something that you need to be a bit versatile. It's not, it's set in stone. For example, if I play the song just before the band came on, I don't expect you to start that song, and it's at that point, what is the musical knowledge of probably your band leader or the musical director in that given band. And I think that you guys have a good concept when it comes to that. So again, I'm looking forward, all right? I'm looking forward to what the Impulse Band will be bringing. I know it brings energy, because that lead singer you're out there, he likes to dance. You have to big up the lead singer, because the man I can tell you, that's one thing for sure. You have to big up who's there and who you have in your circle, because the man came from, let's say, basically say nothing. The man didn't know about these kind of things. Little church boy there singing his little church songs, and the man has become one of the most recognized vocalists in St Lucia. You understand? People like how the man doing his vibe, and it's something, because a lot of the bigger names have said it before, and they come to me and they come and say, you know what, boy, I like that, man. I like how he moving. I like how if he continues that way, he'll be the biggest thing in St Lucia. It's not something to make anybody, go to their head, but it's just a fact that, you know what, we have to push more. You understand? Because it's not just St Lucia, my brother. Of course, 100%. It's about pushing and, of course, keeping that consistency. We can't see falling off, lack of professionalism, anything like that. The standard needs to be kept.
It needs to be up there. It needs to be up there. It needs to even raise. You understand?
It needs to raise.
Because that way, if a set of young people can come there and one, create a standard, two, raise the standard, you understand, and keep it there, that means that's a way to pay for anybody that comes after us, and even for those who are there trying to make something happen.
Okay.
You understand?
That could lead into another question. What advice would you give any upcoming musicians?
Don't do it. That's nothing. But on a real, I can say for sure, anybody that is upcoming, it's not an easy road. It's not come there and just come and play and just do things and nah. First and foremost, practice. You understand? Because they have people a lot of time they take church musicians that have no understanding of the secular music. You understand what's out there because it's a different field from gospel. You understand? So you need to do your little research. You have to practice the songs because you're doing covers. You understand? You're doing covers and in the future doing your own music. But then you have to understand what people enjoy listening to. You understand the popular music and whatnot. But before you can even do that, you need to practice. You have to be able to put yourself in that state of mind of, boy, I need to sound good. I need to be better. Because, example for myself, bro, when I got on that first contract and the pressure was real on me that I wanted to leave. I felt like, I didn't want to stay there. If I wasn't such a bad man, I would have cried.
Yeah,
You say, bad man don't cry. Bad man.
Cry.
No. The man before me that was there had cry. They made the man cry. But me, I was a bad man. And the fellas respected me for that because the fellas realized, bro, when you see they sleeping, I backstage practicing. When the text coming through, sometimes the fellas just get scared because they see I just there in the dark on my phone with my headphones on, listening to music and practicing because I wanted it. Not just the money. It's not about the money, my brother. The money will come. From time they realize your talents, the money will come. There is always money to be made. But you need to push yourself and have that zeal in you to make sure that, hey, I am going to push myself and be that guy. I'm gonna be the next this, the next that, the next whatever. But you need to sit down and practice.
And I agree with you 100.
Another thing to that, for me, discipline. Your talent will only take you so far.
That is very
discipline. There are a lot of musicians, very good, very talented, very skilled, but because of the attitude, nobody would want to work with them. You have to be able to be disciplined, be around people, be somebody that people want to keep around.
A bit affable.
Yeah.
That's a good word to use it. Okay, well, I'll take that.
Yeah, that goes along.
You made a mention to money a while ago, and that's a huge thing. Speaking of which, how can I book the Impulse Band? If I want to book the Impulse Band for my, look at that, he passing the mic. big sexy spoke today, but you don't want to speak about that one.
Because that's a treasure right there,
Okay, let's talk to him. All right, if I want to book the Impulse Band this upcoming staff party season, this Christmas season, what do I do?
Well, we have a Impulse phone where you call the number. The number to call.
You have an Impulse hotline?
Yeah, we have an Impulse hotline,
Oh, gosh.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the number to call is 584-3826. That is 584-3826. Also, we'll be coming out with our business cards next week, God willing. So, just hook us up, and we're going to organize you. We're on Instagram as well.
So we can send a DM to
Impulse_band, 758.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Impulse_band 758 or 584
3826.
Guys, we just ran out of time, but I'd like to say thank you so much for popping in. Of course, next year I'm looking forward to a lot from you, as I said. Even over the next few weeks, I'm expecting a lot.
For sure.
And I can't wait to hear that single. I don't know if you want to give me a little how do I say?
No, we can't do that.
Not
Not right now. But before we even go, I just want to big up the guys that couldn't be here, Devon Paul and Dijon Segis. The guys are there working hard there in that rain where they could have been chauffeuring, but Diana thing. Big up Kurt, our guitar man. He also had work there where he could have been chauffeuring, but Diana thing. Big up our sound man NJP. You check it. Big up all the fellas. Big up T Blacks as well. He's out there doing his thing.
Big up Daddy Pete.
Big up Daddy Pete. Daddy Pete, we there. We know that bounty up the road there. We coming. Nothing. You check it. But honestly, big up all the people who has been supporting us from since Visio, who have been there, who have been encouraging us, pushing us. Because let me tell you, we coming down there with a heat and a passion and a wave. You know, we coming there too. We coming. We coming out, man.
I think that you the voice of the
I try to be, man. I try to be. You
next
know?
year, hopefully you could entice us in the role of backup singer.
Boy, let me tell you, boy, them backups,
Guys,
Once you see that man get a mic, it's a wrap. Trust me. We've had gigs where he had a mic as well, and I had to force myself not to laugh because boy, it just But big up to everybody out there. Without you, we wouldn't be possible. Yeah. So big up yourself, guys.
Okay, guys, thank you once again for coming out today, coming here to RCI. And of course, we want to say thanks to our bank. We want to say the biggest big up. We say the big up to Bank of St Lucia. That's all the bank you need. Of course, this is the season of winning with Bank of St Lucia. Go sign up for a credit card. Go get a mortgage. Go get a loan with Bank of St Lucia and get a chance to win $1,000 daily. Of course, you could also get 100% financing on new wheels over at Bank of St Lucia now as well. And that's all the bank you need, guys. If you're not a Bank of St Lucia, I need you to be Bank of St Lucia.
Don't forget Bank of St Lucia. Check us for your staff party.
No, don't tell me that.
book us. Yeah.
Go tell that. My name is Khalidd Vidal. This has been another edition of Youth Unplugged, brought to you by the Bank of St Lucia. I will see you guys again next week.
Make your home merry and bright with Island Styles massive Christmas sale. Our wide range of porcelain and ceramic tiles are on sale up to 50% off. And that's not all. Save